TinkerCAD tips. Hey, welcome back. This is going to be part 3 in making our hexagon fidgets. Kind of looks like this back here. We had been working on these little ears, these tabs that are going to interlock these hexagonal cells together. So we had started working on it. We have the shape about right. Now we have to clean that up and make it usable. I'm going to go ahead and select this one here, and for now I can go ahead and delete that. Alright, so I'm going to grab these two pieces here. We have to do a little bit of cleanup on this. So I want to take this part of this pie shape off of here. But before we do that, let's go ahead and do a quick alignment on these. Let's get them aligned in that direction and also on the edges here. Okay, you can just see the edge of that triangle there. Let's go ahead and trim this part off, and for that we're going to bring out a whole cube. And while it's in cruise mode, I'm going to lay it on the flat part of that triangle. Right about there. Notice that our work plane now matches the bottom of that whole cube. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. I'm going to come from the side. We can go ahead and squish this in a bit. That direction, that direction. Okay, that looks pretty good. Zoom out. I'm going to go ahead and select all three of those, group those together. And notice here, this is one of the new features. Now that I group those together, it used to be that they would turn the color of whichever object that you had selected for grouping first. Now it automatically goes into this multicolor mode. So, moving forward, we now need to make copies of this here, and because there's a curved surface on here, and to make things a little bit quicker, I'm going to go ahead and select this object and export it as an STL and bring it back in. So I'm going to export STL, save file. It's going to go to my STL folders. It's just going to be called Hexagon Fidget Tutorial. I'm going to click Save. I'm going to click on Import, and we're going to bring that back in again. There's my part. Click Open, Import. And once it's imported, it'll look like this, one solid piece. We can go ahead and click on this one now and delete that one. We won't need that one anymore. Let's take our new part here. Let's make it yellow, just so that it's easier to see. There we go. Now we're going to be placing three of these around the circumference of this hexagon. Let me show you how we're going to do that. For now, let's click this hexagon. I'm going to hit T to make it non-transparent again. So first thing I want to do is I want to drop this flush onto the side of the hexagon. For that, I'm going to take the work plane tool. I can click up here or hit the letter W. We're going to put it on the side of the hexagon with that arrow facing out. I'm going to select my part here. I'm going to drop it. There we go. I'm going to hit W and put the work plane back on the default. Let's do some alignment here. Just select the two of those, click Align. I'm going to click on the hexagon to keep it stationary where it's at. I'm going to click that direction. There we have it. So now it's pretty much flat on top of there. It's at the very bottom here. Let's go ahead and bring this up. If you look at our original design here, what we're going after, if I make all of this transparent, you can see those ears, those tabs are about halfway up. So we're going to come back out here. We're going to click on that tab, and we're just simply going to drag it up to where that tab is about halfway. Doesn't need to be exact. You can make it exact if you want. Now, in order to get these equidistant around here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select on that tab. I'm going to click Duplicate. I'm going to click on the mirroring tool here, and I'm going to mirror it in the opposite direction. I'm going to come around to this side of the hexagon. W for work plane, and I'm going to put it on the side. And I'm simply going to hit D to drop it to that work plane. W to put the work plane back. Okay, now I have the two of those, and we'll be deleting one of these here in a moment, but this is going to help get them equidistant around this hexagon here. So I'm going to select the both of those, click duplicate. I'm going to come over here to the turn here. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to type in 60 degrees and hit enter. Now while those are still selected, I'm going to hit Control D or duplicate one more time. So now if we look around, we have 6 of those on there. All right, now what I want to do is I want to get rid of 3 of them. So here's our original one, the one that we want to keep. I'm going to click on this one, delete it, that one and delete it, and that one and delete it. All right, that's what we have so far. Okay, let's go ahead and let's group all of that together. And if I make it transparent, you can still see that it's hollow on the inside with these little ears poking out. Now let's do the slots. Very easy to do these. For this, we're going to work on this side of it, the one that's opposite that first ear. We're going to bring out a whole box. I'm going to make this, in this case, 5 millimeters wide. Remember, these tabs here across the middle was like 3 millimeters. So we want to have some tolerance, some clearance here. Going to make that 5 millimeters. Zoom out, move around. We can bring this in a little bit. All right. Let's go ahead and center it with that hexagon. We're going to do a line. Click on the hexagon to keep it stationary. And I'm going to center it down the middle. All right, now we want this slot to start about 3 millimeters off the bottom of this. So while that's selected, I'm going to change my snap grid to 1 millimeter. Holding down Control, I'm going to cursor up 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to come to the side here, and I'm going to shift nudge that into the body of the hexagon. And then I'm going to grab the top sizing handle and bring it up to right about there. Again, doesn't need to be exact, but near the top. If we make this transparent, you can see it poking through on the inside. Okay, now we need to do the same thing. We need to make a duplicate of that and make the other 5. So I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to nudge this over to this side. Now to get these aligned correctly, I'm going to shift select the other one there, and I'm going to temporarily group them together. Shift select the hexagon. I'm going to do an alignment. Click on that hexagon. We want to keep it stationary, and I'm going to click that middle alignment button. Whoops, we have to undo that. We have to not have those tabs as part of this. We'll do a quick ungroup. That won't hurt anything. We can regroup. All right, we're going to select the hexagon, the whole shapes, align to the hexagon. There we go. I'm going to click on those boxes, the whole boxes again. I'm going to ungroup. While they're selected, I'm going to click duplicate. Click over here, 60 degrees, and once more. There we go. Going to select all of these and group them together. Whoops, we have to delete some. Let's undo that. Let's get rid of that one, and this one over here. There we go. Group those together, and we have our completed part. So join me for part 3, or part 4 actually it'll be. Hope you enjoyed this one. Like, follow, and share. See you on the next one, and as always, repost, drop me a comment. Happy tinkering.